This talk is crime and criminals, and it has to do with the ideas that you could decriminalize all illicit drugs. Some people are going, huh? Well, it's just market forces are such that there's always going to be a market for illegal drugs. People want drugs. That's just the way it is, and there'll always be a market for it. Now, do we want that market to be a legal market, which means that the state's legal system governs how the business is done, or do we want to leave it where it's an illegal business and the gangs are the ones that enforce what's going on? Decriminalization, we're told, was done in Oregon, and it has not improved their situation with regard to street people, drug-addled street people all around. So there does seem to be a certain amount of, okay, well, what is going to be considered market and what is non-market? And I would say the housing problem is a market problem, but it's not the same as the drug market problem. It's two different markets, and well, what do we want to say then? How come the market hasn't provided shelter for people? Shouldn't there be a shelter market for people? Well, there is, and people that are in that condition, their shelter is living in the street. That's what's the market given them? The market has given them that. So there's no solution then? Well, yes, there is. There are things that can be done. What about people who've got no money? In a free market society, should we be paying people disability pensions for not working? Or people who are getting a welfare where perhaps they could be working? Well, there's just so many questions to be looked at. You need a bunch of smart people to put their heads together and try and think of what are the market implications for what we see as problems and what the market solution is. And we also have to take into effect that we do have social policy that has said that certain people either can't work or don't work, and they need to be given a stipend from the government so that they've got some money to use in the marketplace. Other people earn money through selling their labor. It's said that the best countries are ones that have got low taxes on business so that business can create. There's also stories that large governments tend to crowd out the private sector, and well, that's what happens. If you crowd out the private sector, then everything is done by the government. So then you have what's known as it's either a communist or a fascist state. Boy, there's certainly a lot of juicy things to talk about in this particular juncture. That's all I'm going to give you. That's 5 minutes. Put your head together and think about all the things that I've said. And if you don't understand them, well, you'll have to do some research now, won't you?